Hi guys, Abs here and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over our software called the Prompt Generator AI and the updates that we've made to it. So we released this about a year ago and it was designed to automate your prompts inside of AI engines. It was designed to scrape Google and URLs and generate you content. And it worked with ChatGPT and Google Bard, which is now Google Gemini. And over the year, we've made a substantial amount of updates, which I'm going to be taking you through in this video. As you are aware, AI has been progressing and it's rapidly changing the way everything's working, and Prompt Generator AI has actually kept up to date with this. So we initially designed this to work with and allow you to perform keyword research, create articles. If you're an affiliate marketer, you're able to create content, you're able to create transcripts and all sorts of things to help you with your conversions and attract traffic. You're able to create eBooks and YouTube transcripts and email automations and so much more. So we've made a number of updates, and in this video I'm going to take you through them now. So the software now doesn't only work with ChatGPT and Google Bard, but it also allows you to work with Bing Chat, which is a free version of OpenAI's GPT-4, and it also allows you to generate images, and it also works with Claude AI. So this is a powerful combination of four major AI engines that can be worked in combination together in strategies to create an automated workflow of whatever you want. And as you know, we work with normal strategies and logical strategies. So just to give you an idea, with logical strategies, you're able to do things like perform a Google search. So when we create content, one of the things that we like to do is go over to Google, and let's just say, for example, the content we were creating was for belly fat, was to type our keyword inside of Google, visit the top 10 ranking sites, and then use that content as inspiration, or use that content to extract vital terms or entities, NLP terms and what have you, to get the essence of that subject and then to rewrite it based on sites that are already ranking inside of Google. And the Prompt Generator AI allows you to do this. In fact, it allows you to crawl URLs as well. So you could go ahead and feed it URLs and tell the Prompt Generator AI to rewrite those URLs or the content on those URLs. This is brilliant when worked in a combination with a strategy. For example, you've got a certain website sitemap and you want to go and basically clone that website but rewrite it through AI. Okay, you can also do comparisons, so you could have your content sent to the AI and tell the software to scrape two other competitors, for example, and then to compare your content with your competitors and then to optimize your content accordingly. You're also able to now save to Google Sheets as well. You can also post, when you're posting, you can post to WordPress, you can post to Amazon, you can post to IBM or Microsoft Azure, and there's a number of more things that you can do with this as well. Now, the really cool thing about this is that it doesn't only work with the four AI engines, it also allows you to work with APIs. Okay, so when working with the API, you can work with the API, for example, Bard, GPT, or Claude, or you can even work with your own custom APIs as well. So I've added in a custom API here called OpenRouter. Oops. It's just gone down here, called OpenRouter. And the really cool thing about working with OpenRouter is that you can have access to all of these APIs. So I'll actually show you OpenRouter here really quickly. You've got access to all the Google Geminis, all the Claudes and all the GPTs, and then you've got Meta Llama, then you've got things like Perplexity, you've got all of these engines, you've got hundreds and hundreds of engines that you can work with. Some of them are much cheaper than other ones, and it's really cool because it opens up the doors to work with different models inside of a strategy. So what I'm trying to explain here is that the software now works with these four AI engines. If you're working with the chat interface, I'm not going to give you an example of how this works. You can actually come over to the website and you can have a look at the sales video, and you'll see exactly how the automation works with the two engines. And now what you can do is you can do the automations with four engines. So what you could do is you could get, for example, Gemini, which is still Bard here. You could get Bard to give you important NLP terms and entities and LSI terms that should be included inside of the content. You could do something like ChatGPT to create you an outline based on content that's ranking inside of Google. You could do Claude, for example, to write the entire content for you, and you could do Bing to create you the free images, and you could do all of this inside of a single strategy. So what you can see down here is you can add new categories, and inside of those categories you can create new strategies as well. Okay, the software already comes with a number of strategies inside of here, strategies that will allow you to do things like create Amazon bestseller product reviews, ClickBank bestseller product reviews, product comparisons. It allowed you to do all sorts of things, for example, for local GMB, my business optimizations, keyword research, and all sorts of other things as well. But in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you the capabilities of when working with the API. Okay, so you can, in fact, you can come along to my channel here, and you can go over to my channel and then go over to videos. And what you'll notice, I don't make all of my videos that I create available to public. They're usually unlisted, but the ones that I have made available to public, which is regarding the prompt generator AI, then you can see them here. So you got things like, for example, how to rank in Google using Google's own okay, not this one. Let's have a look at latest videos. Here we go. So master AI SEO, Google Bard and Claude AI for ultimate content creation. Create undetectable AI SEO content that ranks in Google. Write affiliate product reviews using ChatGPT, Google Bard and Claude AI. So in this video, you'll actually get an understanding of how all four engines work in conjunction with one another to give you some really good results. Rewrite content for page one ranking using AI SEO, ChatGPT, Bard, Claude AI and Bing. Okay, so you've got a bunch of videos on here that you can see how it works, but what you don't have on here is a video showing you how you can work with the API. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I've actually got this strategy down here. I'm going to quickly show you the API strategy that I've got down here. In fact, what we'll do, we'll go through a number of strategies together so you can get an understanding of how it works. Any one of these strategies down here, guys, you can delete them, you can add new strategies, you can edit strategies as well. Okay, so I've got this strategy down here called Easy API Mix. Okay, and if I edit this, you can see that this strategy is made up of 11 prompts. So this is what we call strategies. A strategy is a sequence of prompts, like a chain of command of prompts that run one after the other, and you prompt the AI engine, they give you an output, and that output can be used as an input. So what you can see here, without sounding too confusing, is our very first prompt is create a SEO-optimized article outlined for the keyword, and then it's going to be using our keyword here. Okay, so for example, belly fat. And what you can see from the second prompt here is saying, please write for section 1, and then we're giving it an output 1. So every single prompt, it has an output, and we can feed that output as an input inside of other prompts until we actually go ahead and get our final strategy down here. So let me just show you another strategy actually, just to give you a better understanding of what I mean. So I've got this test strategy here, and I've got this strategy just here, and this strategy here is made up of 12 prompts, and the very first prompt is doing a Google search. Okay, so this Google search is doing exactly what I noted here. It's going to search Google for our keyword, it's going to visit the top 10 ranking sites, and then it's going to be able to do whatever you tell it to do with that content. Okay, so the content that you extract from it can be LSI terms, it can be only the headings, and it can be the entire content as well. Okay, and then what it's doing here, it's asking Bing here to give us semantically related keywords or facts, sorry, for our keyword. And then on this one here, it's asking Bing to give semantically related keywords. Okay, so the most trends for our keyword, and this one here is asking Bard to give NLP terms for our keyword. And then when you come down here, what you'll notice is okay, I want you to, so we're asking Claude now, okay, to create an article that is 5,000 words in length. And what we're doing is we're actually giving it all of the details that we asked it in the previous prompts. So we're providing it the outline. Okay, we're also providing it LSI terms. As you can see, these are outputs. Okay, we're giving it NLP terms, which is output from prompt number 7. Prompt number 7 is provide a list of NLP terms. Okay, prompt number 6, as you can see down here, was to provide a list of LSI terms. Okay, and then we're giving it NLP entities. So we're able to go ahead and perform multiple prompts, get all of the data that we need, and then to create a comprehensive prompt down here telling it how we want our content created, from an outline and from the words that we want included in there, from quotes and trends and NLP terms and facts and FAQs and everything that we want in there. We're able to do it inside of the single strategy. Okay, this is the power of prompt generator AI. It takes you from having to go and manually write everything down and prompt the AI and then gather all your data together, and it does it all for you here in one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the API strategy though, and I'm going to show you how we can work with the API, because this is an area that I haven't showed you. Okay, so we'll start off with this very first one here. So this is a prompt down here. As you can see, we're checked to work with the API, and you can see down here we're working with Open Router. We can add multiple APIs, custom APIs. You can work with APIs if you want to. You don't have to work with APIs if you don't want to, but I just want to show you exactly how fantastic it can be to work with these APIs. And not only that, the kind of control you get with the prompt generator AI. Okay, so I'm going to click on here, custom, and when we click on custom, from here we're able to select what we want to use as a system prompt if we've already got one created. Okay, if not, we can go ahead and add a new system prompt in here as well. Or we can go ahead and read the other system prompts as well. So for example, this one, we can edit it and we can see exactly what the system prompt's going to be. Okay, and what we can also do is we can select the model that we want this prompt to work with. What this means is that every single prompt down here can be inside of one strategy, but these prompts can be set to work with different AI models. So for example, you might have one model where you want to do the content writing, whereas you might have other models where you want to do the research, and you might have other models that you want to do, for example, I don't know, get facts and quotes and whatever from there, in which case this is what allows you to do it. And for each prompt, you're able to set the tokens, the temperature, the max P, the frequency penalty, and the presence penalty as well, should you want to. Okay, and because these are custom AI engines, what you're able to do is you're able to add whatever models that you want this to work with. Okay, so if you have a look at Open Router, for example, all of these down here are different models. Okay, and all of these models have different prices, and all of these models have different capabilities as well. Sometimes when we're wanting to write just a title for a blog post, we can use one of the cheapest models down here to write the title for us. We don't need to have something that's capable of, that has information up to a certain endpoint or has capability of browsing the internet, which are models that are going to cost you a lot more. Okay, so this gives you the advantage to make really quality content at a very affordable prices. In fact, I'm going to show you me creating content in front of you in a moment to show you exactly how fast this is as well. Okay, let me show you some of the other benefits of this as well. So I'll click on Test API. So when I click on Test API, we can see the system prompt has been brought into here. I can edit this if I want to, and this is where you'd be able to test your prompts. Okay, and here's the main prompt that we're going to be sending. Okay, so what I can do here is I can not only edit the prompt and edit the system prompt, I can also edit and change the model. And what this allows me to do is quickly find out what model is providing me or following my instructions, and what model is providing me with the best output, and what model is costing me the cheapest as well. So let me give you an example of what I mean down here. So if I go over to here and I just change this with my keyword, I'm going to do belly fat. Okay, and this is asking, create a SEO optimized article outline for the keyword belly fat. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll use GPT-4o first of all for this. Okay, I'm not going to change any of these values here, and I'm going to leave my system prompt as is, and I'm going to click on submit. Okay, we're going to wait a few seconds and we're going to see what kind of result we get back from this. Okay, so here's the result. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it over to a notepad file, and I'm going to paste it inside of here. And what you can see down here is we got section ID 1. We've got a H1, and then we've got multiple, and then we've got H2, H3, H3s, and these are different points. This is going to be our article outline. Then we've got section 2, section 3, section 4. Okay, and in this, I've actually asked it to create only one H1 for the entire thing, but it hasn't followed it on there. Okay, what we can do now is we can actually have a look to see how much that cost us. I can have a look at activity. Okay, and what you can see down here is we just use GPT-4o. Oops. Okay, we just used GPT-4o, and that cost us about 1.1 cent, okay, for that one prompt that we just made. Now, let me show you how we can test out another model. So let's just say, for example, I went over to Google Gemini Flash 1.5. Okay, I'm going to delete this here. I'm going to leave everything exactly the same, and I'm going to click on Submit. What's happening now is sending the exact same prompt and system prompt, but this time to Google Gemini Flash. And what you notice, it was fairly quicker, okay, and we'll actually have a look at this here as well. We'll copy this. We'll bring it underneath this one here. Okay, and we can see from here, so section ID 1, section ID 2, okay, this has even gone down to H4s. Okay, section ID 3 and section ID 4. So it hasn't really given us anything for section ID 4, unfortunately. I could prompt it again and see if it brings one back, because sometimes they're not always bringing back exactly the same. But what I want to do is I want to bring you over to here, and I want to click on refresh. Okay, and we just use Gemini twice. So this Gemini is probably done now. It is done here. Okay, we can actually have a look at this here one last time. Okay, so this time it has given us a section ID 4, which is okay. So this hasn't actually completed it, and the reason it hasn't completed it is because my max tokens probably needs to be more. Okay, so I'll probably do something like 5,000. Okay, and we'll delete this and we'll do it again. Submit. We'll just wait for this, and we'll take this here. Okay, and that's better there, isn't it? So we've got a nice section ID 4. So this is where you can find out what you need to tweak. You need to tweak the amount of tokens that you're sending, whether you need to tweak the prompts that you're doing and the system prompts, or whether you want to tweak the actual model that you're using as well. Okay, but what I wanted to show you this for was that you can actually see that, look, we got a respectable outline down here, okay, from Gemini. This was the last one after the repeated prompts. I'm going to click on F5, and I'm going to show you how much that cost. So this is the last one here. Okay, so this is the last one here, and it cost us 0.000008 cents. Okay, and the GPT one cost us 0.1.1. Okay, so it cost us 1.1 cent, whereas this, we could have done it like about 15 times before we would have even come up to here. Okay, and that's really, really cool. What you can also see as well is how long these took as well. So when you have a look at GPT 4.0, this had 50.6 tokens per second. Okay, and Gemini Flash 1.5 is giving us 175 tokens per second. This just means we're getting a much faster output from Gemini Flash than we are with GPT-4. And at the same time, GPT-4, although it's a much more capable engine, for the type of prompt that we were using, we didn't need to use GPT-4. So this is how we can really start saving money on here as well. What I should show you as well is we actually have a Facebook group, and inside of this Facebook group, we actually share a bunch of strategies as well. So I'll go over to Facebook really, really quickly. I'm going to take you over to the group, and I'm going to take you over to the files section. I don't know what's wrong here. Oops. Don't know what's happening there. Let's go back. Let's go over to the file section. And what you can see is we actually share strategies. These strategies can be imported inside of the prompt generator AI. They can import it directly into your strategies, import and export. So you can export strategies as well. And I'm not the only one that shares them on here, guys. You can see that we have other members in here that are sharing strategies as well. And it's really, really cool. It's a tight-knit group, and we're fairly active inside of this group as well. Okay, and this is really cool because you're now able to have multiple strategies or multiple prompts inside of a strategy and have them work with different AI engines. So I think I've actually got this all to work with Flash 1.5, Gemini Flash 1.5, and I'll actually show you a quick understanding of how I actually like to create my own articles. So we can go ahead and create just the one article if we wanted to. So if we just say belly fat, okay, I'll do one article now, and then we'll go ahead and we'll create 40 articles, and I'll show you the difference in speed because we have automatic threading logic in here as well. So it's super fast, and I'm going to show you the costs as well, so you can see how much it's going to cost me to make 40 articles that are probably 2,000 words in length, as opposed to and the length is going to take me as well. So I'll go ahead and use the API. And I'm going to use this one here, Easy API Mix, and this is actually set to save as a CSV. So I'm going to set this to CSV, and I'm going to click on Start. And what's going to happen is it's going to work. As you can see, it's got 11 prompts to do. We'll just tell ChatGPT here while we're waiting for this is create a list of 40 long tail keywords related to belly fat that can be used to. This is already done. 20 seconds that took, guys. We'll have a look at that article in a minute. That can be used to create blog posts around. Provide the long tail keywords only. Okay, so this is a typical example, guys, where I don't need to use GPT-4 and waste my credits, and I can use GPT-4 Mini. Faster, it's gonna do exactly the same kind of job, and it's cheaper to work with. Okay, so here we go. Let this complete that, and what we'll do here is we'll actually go ahead and we'll go over to our desktop. We'll find our folder where that was saved to, and I'll just take you through this, and you can see it here. So again, as mentioned, this is actually saved as a CSV file, guys. So the very first one is the title of my blog post. The second one is a slug that I'm going to use for my blog post. The third one is the actual content. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to quickly replace this text that's kind of annoying that always gets put in here. And all we have to do is a Control F and a delete of this, replace all. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll actually take this content and we'll put it into the editor, so then you can see exactly how long this content is and what it looks like. Okay, so here's the content. As you can see, some nice headings, some nice sections, some nice table, some nice lists in here as well. Okay, and it's 2,849 words. Okay, fantastic stuff, guys. And we can check this against, for example, belly fat, I think it was. So we can come down here and go belly fat, and we could analyze this, and this will crawl Google. It will visit the top 10 ranking sites. It'll find out the type of how many words they've got in there, what type of headings and everything they have in there, and then we'll be able to get a score from our content with the top sites down here. So we can see the score here, and we can come down here, we can quickly see what we're missing on here. So we're missing a H1, we don't have enough H2s, we've got too many H3s, we don't have any images. I could click on auto optimize, it will automatically do some reshuffling for me. I can score it, and as you can see, we're getting 53 out of 60, and the reason behind it is because we've automatically optimized the headings and everything down here. I could put an image in here and it'll give me a better scoring down here for the image as well. Okay, so this is one article, guys. Now, let me just go ahead and show you the other fields in here as well. So we've got a category name, which I haven't added. I've got an image, which I haven't added as well. We've got an image alternative text. The author is going to be filled in by me. This is a title, a meta title, and then this here is a meta description. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you exactly how rapid and fast this is. Okay, so this is 40 here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and verify this by pasting it in here, and as you can see down here, 40. Okay, so we've got 40 keywords, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to quickly show you how much that cost me. Okay, so I don't think you can see how much that cost me in here. You can just see the small ones that we've done down here, but what you can see is you can see my credits. So my credits at the moment is $5.64, and I actually added, I think, $10 to this 3 months ago, and I got $9.15. So I think the way these guys make money is probably charging you money every time you top up. So 3 months, guys, I've used this hundreds and hundreds of times. I've generated probably thousands of articles with this as well, and I still haven't been able to go get even half of my usage in here. I'm going to show you exactly why, guys. Okay, I'm going to create 40 articles with you. I'm going to quickly click on refresh. You can see it's $5.64. Okay, I'm going to go ahead to automation. I'm going to add all 40 keywords down here. what I'm going to do is I'm going to save everything to the one file. Okay, and the reason I'm going to save everything to the one file is because I've got a use for these articles, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post these articles to my blog, and when I post the articles to my blog, instead of having to import 40 articles, I can import 40 articles in the one CSV. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Start. And as you can see down here, it does 5 at a time, but also prompts within a strategy are also threaded as well. So this strategy that we're looking at here, that we're working with here, for example, you can see is built up of 11 prompts. Okay, so the software not only threads the strategies, but it also threads prompt in a strategy based on it having to wait for an output or not, guys. So without sounding too complicated, I just want to show you exactly how long it's going to take to create 40 articles. We've already done 15 articles and we're at 35 seconds. So I'm going to put this on pause and come back to you in a moment. And there you go, guys. It's been 2 minutes and 10 seconds and we created 40 articles. Okay, what I can do now is I can go ahead and have a look at these 40 articles here. Okay, I'll normally just import them into my blog and they get done for me. And as you can see, everything has been filled out. That's 40 articles for me here. And this is in the format that I want, whereby I have my article title, I have my slug that's going to be used as the URL, I have my article, and I have my image, alternative text, and my meta title and meta description as well, which is absolutely brilliant, guys. And I want to show you exactly how much that cost me. So we're at $5.64. Click on refresh and we're at $5.60. Okay, so it cost about 4 cents, guys, to create these articles. And if you want to see how long these articles are, we'll take a random article here, number 23. Okay, we'll just go ahead and do the Control F thing that I mentioned earlier, whereby we're going to be taking this here. I'm just going to replace it. This should be fixed in the software soon, guys. It's just a little thing that does your head in at the moment. So we'll take, for example, number 23. We'll copy this and we'll take it over to the editor and we'll paste it inside of here. And you can see the article here again. Nice lists down here, nice amount of words in bold as well. We've even got a table this time. Okay, and as you can see, it's nice and comprehensive, 2,322 words. So this file here, guys, creates or has got thousands and thousands of words. So each article is about 2,500 words in length. And we've got 40 articles. We've got titles and meta descriptions and meta titles and everything that we need for our blog posts. And it's cost us about 4 cents to get that created, guys. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this to your attention to show you that the prompt generator AI doesn't only work with these 4 models here and 4 engines here, but it now works with AI APIs, which is absolutely brilliant. We have new things that are going to come in here as well, guys. So as you can see at the moment, we've got things like normal strategies and logical strategies. And just to let you know, when you get access to the prompt generator AI, then you get multiple categories down here with strategies that already come pre-built. So you'll have strategies for going ahead and doing, for example, your keyword research. You'll have strategies to go and optimize your GMB business listings. You'll have strategies to, you know, find backlinks and all sorts of stuff down here. And we also have logical strategies. Logical strategies, as mentioned, allow you to crawl URLs. They allow you to perform Google searches. They allow you to post to WordPress. They allow you to save to Google Documents and all sorts of things as well. And we're also going to have something down here known as live strategies. What live strategies are is where you're going to be able to, you're not going to actually save strategies, but the AI is going to be creating the strategies for you. Think of it as a chat agent. So you might want to create a WordPress plugin that posts to your website, for example, and you tell the AI in a live strategy that you want it to create you a strategy that's going to create you a WordPress plugin that's going to allow you to import posts via CSV file and publish them or save them as draft on your WordPress blog. Okay, and the AI engine is going to create the entire strategy for you. And the reason it's called a live strategy is because it's then going to go ahead and evaluate all of the work that it's done, and if it needs to be tested, if it needs to be altered, or if it needs to be rewritten, then it's going to go ahead and do all of that for you as well, guys. So it's absolutely fantastic with the things that we have lined up for this. But I just want to bring to your attention as well, guys, guys. ChatGPT has itself updated. It no longer has 3.5, it has 4.0 mini. You're able to work with my GPTs and all sorts of other things, and the prompt generator AI allows you to do this. So if you want to work with GPT 4.0 mini, then you just select ChatGPT. If you want to work with, let's say for example 4.0, or you want to work with GPT 4 or 4.0, then you can select it from here. If you want to use my GPT, then you can add the name down here as well. And if you want to work with a chat session that you've created and you want to work with that chat session itself, you can take the URL of the chat session and add the URL down here, guys. Okay, and creating strategies is simple, easy. You just add your prompts in here, or you can import your prompts in here. So just to give you an example, okay, let's just say for example we're doing a Google search. We'll add a Google search here. So this is our first prompt, okay, and our second one is what do we want to do? Okay, so I'm going to say, using the content below, extract all of the LSI terms. Okay, and I'm going to do an output. And here's the output one. I'm going to click on output one. Okay, and I'm going to click on the prompt here. And now I want to choose, what do I want to use? Do I want to use GPT, Bard, Bing, or Claude for this? Let's just say, for example, I want to use Bard. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another prompt, and I'm going to say, create a SEO-optimized article for the keyword. And I'm going to have my keyword shortcode in here. Okay, you can find these shortcodes from here, guys. The system supported shortcodes are down here. Okay, for my keyword, be sure to include the important LSI terms below. Okay, and here I can give it output number 2. Okay, and for here, I can use ChatGPT, for example. So what's happening here is we've done a Google search, we scraped the top 10 ranking sites, we sent the data over to Bard, and we told it to extract the LSI terms. We then went over to ChatGPT and we told it to create an article for our keyword. You make sure they're using the LSI terms, and then we could go ahead and do another prompt, but this time we'll use Bing. We'll say, create a image for my blog for my keyword. Okay, I know it's a very weird prompt, but I'm just going to do that really quickly. Okay, and for here I could work with Bing. So this would go ahead and do a Google search, visit the top 10 ranking sites, send the content over to Bard or Gemini, sorry, get the LSI terms, for example. We could turn around and say, extract all of the LSI terms, NLP terms, entities, and any other word that is important for the type of content it is. Okay, for example, we could do that. Okay, so now we're going ahead and extracting all of the information, all of the meat, all of the actual ingredients needed that our content's going to need to rank inside of Google. And then we're going to create the article, and then we're going to go ahead and create an image, guys. So this is how simple it is to work with this. And you could go ahead and add even more on here. Now, let's just say, for example, I've got this one here. For example, let's go over to API. And let's just say I've got this strategy here, and I wanted to edit this strategy, and I wanted to start working with a Google search. Okay, so I could come down here and I could add this Google search in here. Okay, and as you can see, it's added down here, and I could say I want you to be performed right at the beginning. Okay, so I could change the position of these prompts as well, guys. So it's a really sophisticated system. It works fantastic. It works with all of the APIs now, custom APIs as well, works with 4 of the AI engines, allows you to scrape Google, it allows you to scrape URLs, allows you to get, you know, transcripts from YouTube, guys. It allows you to work with an editor and optimize your content, and obviously it allows you to post to the cloud as well. Okay, and we have a special discount coupon for you as well, guys. All you have to do is come over to the prompt generator AI. Okay, scroll all the way down and have a look at the lifetime version, guys. Okay, the lifetime version here, I'm going to give you a discount that's going to reduce the price to the best possible price that you can get this for. Okay, I'm going to give you 25% off on this. All you have to do is use this coupon code here, 25 special 1. Take this coupon code add it inside of here. What I'll do, I'll go over to America so that you can actually see the American pricing in dollars. Okay, so it's $197. After adding this coupon, guys, you get 25% off. This is a lifetime license. You only pay once. I'm not going to be going over reviews that we've received from our customers, but what I will say is that we have customers inside of our group that are using the prompt generator AI that have access to many more AI content generation tools. And when it comes down to their preference, it always comes down to the prompt generator AI. Not only have we kept it up to date, we continuously add new features to this, and it's a product that gives you full control over everything you want. I mean, if you want a prompt, let's say for example you're working with the API, and you want a strategy where this prompt only uses, for example, 2,500 tokens, and then you want this prompt here to use, for example, 6,000 tokens, like you see I've got just down here, and you want them to use different models, then you have the entire control down here, guys. And as mentioned to you, this comes with strategies, and you can also add your own strategies, and you can work with inside of the Facebook group, and you can request us to create new strategies or get help from other people to create your own strategies. So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoy and can see exactly what the prompt generator AI can do for you, and I hope you can take us up on this offer. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the video.